Gonna take the long way. Sora's gonna try and hold the wave, but you feel like Huanfeng and Sora can definitely zone him off. Yep, and there we go.
There goes that 10 CS discrepancy that was held before. And a bit of turret plating on the back of it as well with Demolish makes it super easy. So Huanfeng going to be in a much better position. Also spots out Hacker at the red buff.
And it looks like Suning's bot lane just needs 2 more waves, and they should be at the level 6 point. Actually, it might be this wave. But okay. So that's when we can start seeing more aggression, and this is what we expect from Suning, right? Playing for these early Drakes and just trying to start snowballing these up. Probably at the 8-minute mark, going to try to get that trade for Rift Herald. We can assume that Huanfeng
some deep vision now before we get there. Cyclone used in the top lane. Bin under turret, now going to Hex Deck Ultimatum Curse. Has he gone too far, Lyric? No, not yet.
But see, this is why I expected the Jax to come out, because the Wukong matchup isn't as unfavorable as the one you pointed out the other day with the, was it FPX
Gimgoon versus Xiaoshang, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Wukong having a fine time in this lane, and we even look at his inventory right now, just stacking all those long swords.
Oh, yeah. And both ultis used. Teleport not available for Curse, though, who has to back away. Now, that Herald you're talking about has actually spawned. With the TP used by Bin, with the Sheen in hand, and a bit of Longsword and Ruby Crystal, should be able to get the shove and set Suning up for this.
So Suning's bot lane would definitely need to rotate, though, because as we've been seeing, with both their soul lanes have priority. So if Suning's bot lane doesn't follow, it would be very easy for OMG to pick it up. But we already see Sword Art.
How do you push the tempo here? Is it through mid, create space for Angel?
This is one of the ones where I feel like it's kind of arguable where you could put it. Like, I almost always favor putting it mid, especially against comps like this that actually do have like really good wave clear coming out with the Azir. So it could be pretty hard to break down mid tier 1 without something like a Rift Herald, but you always have the one coming up in the future as well. I'd say your other argument could be just dropping it top, starting to snowball Bin ahead on this Camille, but he's obviously done fine in the isolated 1v1 so far. We actually don't see too many teams try to accelerate their, scaling side lane champions. They feel fine just sitting up there in the 1v1.
Because Suning have a team comp that's like, if they get accelerated, then matching the 1-3-1 or the TF in the side lane / Camille becomes difficult, correct?
Yeah,
I mean, how do you ever match this?
Matching the Camille will be pretty impossible once we hit that 3-item mark for Bin. They're going to have a fine time answering this fate. We don't expect Angel to really be able to freely hit turrets unless, like OMG are 5-manning somewhere else and Angel's just given leeway to do it.
Okay. Well, at this point, keep track here of SOFM where he decides to put that down. Bin receiving a pretty large wave here.
And he's already 2 CS up even without catching that wave, so we do expect him to be quite a bit ahead.
Be close to getting another core item here for the Trinity Force. Should be the Phage coming up next. And
yeah, you know what? He should definitely have Phage as well as maybe even having both daggers.
Okay. Very calm game for what I was expecting.
Yeah, same. I mean, I guess for OMG's comp, you're kind of like, okay, well, this is expected for Suning. I mean, they found both objectives pretty easily, right? OMG didn't contest, so they didn't necessarily need to find picks to try to translate that into something.
Yeah. At the very least, waiting for Angel's first ulti of the game. We're 10 minutes in, and much like we've talked about, when it's like that 11, 12-minute point where you're like, okay, where's the first destiny of the game? Where is it going? What's the impact that it has?